All right, so I think we were on this slide. John kind of went over uh basically how this course, like these next 4 weeks, are gonna work. Yeah, like you said, we might have some difficulties, but we'll all work through it together, and it's gonna be really fun. I hope that by the end of this, everyone can have a really nice website. And yeah, let's get started. So to get started, let's set up the classic HTML template. And if you don't remember what that is, this is kind of what it looks like on the side with the document type, and then HTML, and then the head that kind of contains the information like the title, and then later on, or like, yeah, right now we also want to add the CSS page to kind of decorate it, add little features to it. So that would also go in the head, and then you have the body with all your other information. So let's get started with that. So if we just do doc type, and this is in your uh, Stack Blitz, by the way. If everyone should have that. And then HTML, and then you do your title. And then, so I'm just going to call this title like web design website, right? So that kind of just tells us what the like website kind of is. And then you close off the head. And then now for the body. So you have the body, which as a reminder is basically where you store all the other stuff, like all the actual stuff on a page. And then I'll just do, right. So that's your heading. And then after the heading, you can have a paragraph like, right. And then it'll show up under. And then finally, you want to close off your body and then close off the entire HTML thing. And then to add in the, oh, chat messages. Okay, never mind. To add in the CSS page, you have to copy paste that thing from earlier. So if we go to, let me bring it over. I'm just gonna copy it in. So you copy it in here, and then this should be styles. So then this is what your thing should look like right now. This can be changed, this can be changed, and this can be changed. So I'm gonna give you guys like a minute or two to kind of work on this and then type one once you're done. And once we get a majority of people who are done, then we can move on. So type one in chat once you're done. Uh, all right, it seems like some of you guys are starting to finish up. Remember, just a reminder to put one in chat once you're done, and I'll give you guys a minute or two more. All right, I think we can move on now. If you haven't caught up yet, feel free to let me or John know, and then I think John can help you out in a breakout room. And then we'll also be posting everything in Google Classroom as well as a review video afterwards. So look out for that if you're having any more trouble. So let's move on to actually making our website. So then the next thing I want to talk about is our semantics. So semantics basically means your naming conventions. So stuff like paragraph heading or stuff like that. Or sorry, not paragraph heading, like the stuff inside a body, right? And then that kind of just tells you like, hey, this part of my website is the header, this part is my footer. Um, and then like since we're using main, it would basically be this part is the main part. And nav means navigation. We'll be getting into that shortly, and then so on and so forth. Um, these don't really actually do much, so you don't always have to like you don't have to memorize all of them, but it's good to know them so that when you're doing your actual CSS, it makes everything like way easier to decorate and like code for, right? So let's add a main so that when we go into decorating it with CSS, it's easier to decide on like what part is decorated and what's not. So we just go into the body and then we just type main and then we close it off here. And that's it. So I'll give you guys a minute or two to add that in. And remember to put one in chat once you're done adding it in. And I'll go back to the other slide to make it easier. So it should look like this. Okay, I think we're fine to move on from here. Oh, let's see this one. Just as a reminder, you can always ask me or John privately if you need extra help, or you can kind of review the slides and the review video afterwards. So now that we kind of have a baseline website, let's go make a navigation bar. So a little bit into how it works. You have the nav class that we saw earlier. Oh, what is that? Right. So you have the uh right here nav, right? And then we're big nav, and then we're basically giving it a class called nav bar, and then we're making for a list of four of them, and basically makes a link, and it links it to this word home. So home.html links to home, about links to about, and so on and so forth. So now we can go ahead and add that into our code here. So if we just go over to our body, the first thing we want to do is make a nav and then give it a class. We'll call it nav bar, right? And then now we'll start making lists. So we'll add an hrefs, which is basically a reference to a link, and then home.html. And we're going to be adding all of these later. So yeah, there we go. So we'll be adding them into our bios later, but for now, just link it, and then we'll close it off, and then give it a name. So in our case, it'll be home. Should be, oh, yes, there we go. Home, right? And then we'll close the list, and then I'm gonna copy paste this for time, and you can do it too, but you're gonna want to make four more to make four different tabs or like parts of your website. So the next one we'll call it about, and then I'll call this about.html. Next one will be contact, and then finally uh fund, right? And then on rename this to fund, rename this to contact. I'll just make everything lowercase. There we go. So now you have your links. Right now, they don't lead to anywhere because we don't have the actual things yet. But I'll give you guys a few minutes to add this in. All right. It's been about 3 minutes, so I think we can continue from here. Um, let's go back to our presentation. So the next thing we want to do is add all of our CSS. So giving it color, making it look nicer, and all that stuff. So let's first, if we go back to our code, and take a look at it, this is kind of boring, right? And then it kind of looks bad where like you just have all the links. That's not very good. So let's go ahead and fix that. Right, so we want to go to our CSS document and then start by adding the nav, right? And then, so our list style type, we want to say none. And then none. And this basically removes the bullet points, right? So before, oh, um, bullet points after. Well, and you can add a bunch of different types. You can add a square. You can number it. S. What I do? I think it was S. I guess that works for numbering it. Uh, you can do Latin or no, that's just letters. Okay, never mind. Right. Let's see. What else is funny? Symbols. That's important. All right, right. But for our case, we're just gonna do none. Now we want to select the background color. Uh, let me go ahead and find an interesting background color real quick. So I think this should work. Right? No, it does not. Okay. Let's figure this out. Let's do RGB. See how it goes. Right. Well, you know what? I'll just use the name. Hot pink. Right, there we go. That's better. Right. And then now we want to give it a margin. So 0 pixels is good. Right. And then the next thing we want to do is add padding. Oh, what is happening? 15 pixels. Right. So that kind of gives it a little bit of space. And then finally, overflow. It is. Wow. So if it flips, like if it goes to the next line, it'll hide. And why is this whole thing? Oh, I didn't close navigation earlier. Right. So, right, we're all working through this together. Now that I've closed navigation, it looks way better, right? And then I think what else do I have to add? Okay. And then if we go back to our presentation, now let's add animations. So basically what color they are, how we want them displayed, and what happens when you hover over them, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So it'll be very similar, except you add an A, right? And then let's do color, white smoke. Why not? Text decoration, none. We'll just do none for the sake of none for now. Display. Um, we'll do lock, right? And then what else? Patty 15. There we go. So that's done. Now we'll add our next thing, which is what happens when you hover over it. So we'll just give it a background color when you hover over it. Let's see, what's a good color? Orange. Olive drab. Let's go with that. So now when you click on it, you get olive drab or hover over it, right? And then what do we want to do next? And then we want to make the color of it when you hover over it black. So now it's, you know what? We'll make this like neon yellow. Black. Yeah, let's make this as much of an eyesore as possible. And then finally, we'll add this part, float, left, and then see now it's like all in one neat row instead of before this. Like you can set it to right and it'll be on the right. You know what? Let's go with float right. That I like that. Float right. That looks okay. Okay, so now you have all of these. I think I would have to reorder them though. So fun, contact, oh, wait, about, oh, yeah, that's how you spell home. And then I rename these. Home, about, fun, contact, but still nothing happens when you do that. So I'll give you guys until about I want to say 2:38 to kind of just mess around with everything. Uh, add a few like text decoration, how it's displayed, all the different colors. And your goal at the end is to make it look kind of like this, or if you want to make it look completely different, that's fine too, right? Now, if you finish this early or you decide, no, I don't want to make it look nice, then you can go ahead and I'll just show you what we're doing next. So we want to create our other pages next, right? So we can do that by going back to here and just doing something as simple as, wait, what are the names? As like fun.html, right? I think control, right? And then I'm just gonna copy all of this into, wait, no, why is it doing this? Oh, wait, okay, I cannot spell HTML. There we go. Fun, the HTML contact dot HTML, and then what else do we need? About, and then home.html. So now we have all four of these. So now, uh-oh, just copy all of these to paste. And this is just to kind of give it something to work with first, right? Oh my God, I cannot spell HTML. See, this is why um, you reread your code before testing. I spelled every single HTML wrong. But now, hopefully, oh, okay. I think I'll have to change it for all of them. That's not good. And then the, now, if you look here, we haven't really changed the tabs yet. But if you look at the thing up here, it'll change to our parts of our website. So that's if you're already done with like setting the colors and whatnot, or if you feel like just working ahead. Oh, it's 2:36. So I'll give you guys until 2:41 to finish it up. All right. And we're gonna be continuing now, but always feel free to add little parts of your website. Like I updated all of the website information to kind of look different. This is my homepage, about, contact me, follow my robotics team on Instagram at FTC Voltec, or talk to John in Discord, and then fun. All right, so let's continue. Uh, okay, there we go. What do we do next? Now we could mess around with our body. Wow, very cool. So, of course, we can change the background color like we did earlier, but we can also change all of the fonts and whatnot. So, for example, this one you change it to light blue, and then you make the font family Courier New, Courier, and Monospace, right? And then I think is this a clickable link? It might be. And oh, it is. Okay. All right. So let's look at this clickable link, right? So going back to I think this one, right? So colors is basically how you look at different color combinations, and then this is look at different fonts. You can like start the generator. Um, and then I'll just skip it. And then basically, like it kind of said, you can kind of pick between different colors. And then you can make it color blindness, a lot of things. Fonts kind of tells you everything you can use. I'm trying to on it set. We're gonna use Comic Sans here, right? So then if we go back to our style sheet of body, and then our background color, someone in chat give me a color if you want to do that. I'll leave this blank until someone decides on it. Or I'll make this white for now. And then font family. Uh, can also go in chat and give me a font, or else I'm gonna actually use Comic Sans. I think it was. That's perfect. All right, black. Okay, we're gonna make our background blue. Sounds good. Oh no, I can't see anything. I better change the color of the writing. I'm gonna make it turquoise. All right, that's perfect. So now everything is a really weird color, but I think it's fine just the way they actually make a rainbow. No, I was lied to. Okay, see here. Um, what's a funny color? John, do you want to help me think of a funny color? If you're still here, John,
Oh, hey, what's up?
give me a random color.
Uh, let's do papaya whip. Papaya whip
All right,
sounds
papaya
interesting.
whip. All right. Okay, so now my website is pink, a pink navigation bar that turns yellow when you highlight something, and with a black background with papaya whip as a color. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to work on that until 2:50 about. And I think, yeah, after that, we have a few more slides. Then John has an activity prepared for you guys, I think. Right, John?
Yes. So if it's possible after you guys like design a little bit, we will like to let everyone like kind of have an idea of what like their peers are doing, right? So that you can like get inspired and everything. So we thought a good idea would be to let you guys share your slides after 10 or like finishing all these like lessons that we have planned for a day, and then you guys get to share your slides. So yeah, that is the plan.
All right, so it's 2:50 now. So let's finish this up and then we can do John's fun activity. Right. So I'll be going over this one real quickly. So display styles block is basically where you take up the whole section of the page. So it go from here all the way to here. And then the other one, inline, just does not start on a new line, so it just continues. So like if I were to make this an inline, then it'll just go start here and then allow basically stops you from using up too much space. And then finally, inserting an image. So it's really simple too. Just image source equals, and then your URL and the text for the image, right? So then I'll add it in both. Why not? So image, right? And then I think it was image source equals. Luckily, I have a URL prepared for this situation. Uh, Ignore the fact that it's from a Discord message. Hey, wait, this is way too big. Right, that's not good. Let me save it real quick just to make sure. Right, so now what we can do is we can go back to styles.css, image, and then, yeah, width, and then make the width like 400, right? That might work. Oh no, I made a mistake somewhere. Let's see if I can figure out why. Um, oh wait, I forgot to add pixels. Okay, there we go. Now you have the picture, my best friend John. Yeah, right. See, sometimes we make mistakes, but it's made up for by the picture of John. And then that's basically all we're covering today. Yay. Now, I think, John, if you want to start your fun activity.
Wow, that is quite a unique picture of me, I would say. That was from 3 years ago, actually. Anyways, so now let's start our activity. Uh, we want you guys to share from your website, right, that you've made up to this point. And I was thinking we can do something like maybe popcorn style. I pick the first person, and then the next person picks the next person, and then we'll go from there. All right. So let's see. Who do we pick? We have 11 people. Um, let's see. Uh,
John, do you want me to stop sharing so they can share?
yeah, sure.
All right. Let me just show off my website, like the final part, because it's very cool. So, uh, picture of John, about me, follow my robotics team on Instagram, FTC Voltech, do it now. And then, yes. All right. And Sean, if you want to pick someone to go next.
Um, Edwin Zhao, are you interested in sharing your website?
It's okay, Edwin. It'll probably still look better than mine.
That's okay. It's about the progress. I'll give you sharing permission if you want. Let's see. Let's do share screen permissions. All participants can now share. Here we go. If you're really uncomfortable with sharing, though, I understand. So it's all good. Just let me know. Oh, okay. Perfect. Whoa. Okay. Would you like to talk about it? Maybe a little bit about what your website's about. No, not really. Okay, that's understandable. It's pretty cool though. Would you like to? Do you want to pass it to someone else? Any friends of you here, or I don't know, anyone you want to pass it to? Not really. Okay. David Chung, do you wanna show us your website? It's not finished. Would you like to do no, not really? Okay, that's understandable. What about Izzy? Is Izzy here? I finished? Okay.
Guys, it's okay if you didn't finish. Like, just show off what you have right now.
Yeah, I agree with Justin. I mean, personally, I
Is it
think
gonna look worse than my picture of John on my website though? Like, surely it'll look better. Guys, don't worry about it. None of us are gonna make fun of you if you have a bad website. We are a very uh, respectful and nice group of people here, I think. I hope you guys are.
how about you, Herman? Would you like to share? Nah, man. Okay. How about this then? Since you guys are not really confident right now, I mean, even though like it's like just as Justin said, it's like it's kind of like, hey, it doesn't really matter. It's like our first week, right? You don't you're not supposed to be making a website like perfect website your first week, anyways. And I think like in the future, it might be good to like overall, it's a maybe like be confident in your work, right? Because you made your website and it's not that bad. Like you don't have to be a professionalist every time, guys. I'm sure your website's actually great, but if you're nervous about it, I completely understand. So I think what we can do for now is maybe end the lesson and next week we come back, guys. Let's get ready for a presentation. Does that sound good? Well, it's not like a presentation of a completed product, but just to show us some cool stuff about your website. Do I have to go again? It's just sharing your screen if you don't mind, since we're gonna be working on new things next week. We would like you to just like share your screen, maybe talk about it a bit, if that's fine with you. Sounds good. Am I gonna talk about it? Oh, sure. It's up to you.
John, do you want to show off your website that you've been
My
making?
website.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Where is my website? My website is where's my website? Let's see. Let's find it. Stack. My website is the tutorial website. Let's see. Boom. Just right here. Not much cool stuff going on here. I don't think I have anything. It's just a most basic template. It's a lot worse than some of you guys' websites.
Oh yeah, your web container is broken.
Oh, that's an interesting thing.
Yep. It
Let's
just
see.
doesn't work.
We can do this time. I think it's something with the server side, so it's not really a code issue. What we can do is copy this. Okay, you know what? We'll make a double tab static starter. I think this was last week's, not last week's. This is like this is a lesson from a good while ago. Get rid of those. Copy our index over here. Index. Our style CSS going. Good. We linked everything right. Styles. Okay. This is my website. Pop it up in a new window. You got that nice. I'll run this project. There we go. Uh, 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 Okay. It's taking a bit. Now, whatever. We'll just look at it from here, I guess. This is taking too long. We got this nice gray blue thing going on. I don't have the about stuff linked, so it kind of just breaks when I click on that. This is a new web container. So you know what? We'll add something right now. Hi, this is John's website. This is John's website. On hover, let's make hover. So what can we do here? Do like text shadow. Ooh, shadow. We'll give this some shadow as well. That might be cool. Okay, that's cool. Shadow. Maybe we make it like 10 pixel. Cool. Okay, we got some shadow going on. Do don't think animations work really well. That's really complicated. We'll not do animations for now. Okay, yeah, this is basically my website, just a skeleton version of Justin's website. We can add some things here, I guess. I'm from Lana High. You know what? Just to make it a little bit nicer, we'll change our text font of our P. Text font. Font family. We'll make it Georgia Times New Roman sans serif. Ooh. Yeah, that's basically what my website. Nothing much going on. I'm sure you guys have pretty good websites as well. So yeah, I hope to see you guys then. And that's probably it for today. I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. I think Justin had a lot of fun. Justin, do you have fun?
Yes.
All right, that's great. All right, well, that is the end of our meeting. Hopefully, you guys are less shy about sharing next time. But it's all good if you didn't share today. And yeah, see you guys. Bye bye. Can I share a song? Sure. You can share a song. You can share the song next week. Oh yeah, you can do something like you can link the song to the YouTube video. Like you can link the song as a YouTube video and play it as you share the thing. But you can also share a song. What's your song? Rickroll? That's pretty funny. That's cool. All right. Anyways, I will be ending the meeting. That's a pretty good Rickroll. You got me there. Appreciate it. Justin, is it okay if you upload the video later?
Sure.
All right, good stuff. All right, well, see you guys. Have a good week. Like that's cool. And bye bye.